My 27F partner, 22M, has an episode every month where he doesn't know if he wants to be with me or not. We've been dating for almost 6 months. When we met I had just gotten out of a 9-month-long situationship and wasn't looking for anything. Truly I wasn't. I was going out every weekend, having fun, getting my groove back. Him and I met at the bar down the road from my house. Hit it off real well, stayed up talking all night, and over the course of that next week kept talking and seeing each other, with me strongly saying I just wanted to be chill and him being like yeah same. By the end of that first week we were like osh.d we like each other and we're like let's do it. Over the course of the next 6 months we dealt with the following. My racist ex and the baggage that came from that. An abortion. My herniated spine. His mental health that he's not dealing with head on. Just growing up in life man. And I guess ever since the abortion we definitely got a lot closer together emotionally, but the mental toll from that has been a lot. And every month or so since then it's been a very emotionally charged conversation about us on multiple levels that only gets more serious and mentally draining each time. I knew he'd had a rough week at work when he gets in this type of deep stressful headspace he does have a tendency to pull away and need more space, so based on previous experiences with him through this I give him that space. So this time when he finally had the time and energy to reach out after a couple of days of distance between us, he asked me what I was doing. It was a Thursday night. I had made plans with friends as him, and I hadn't made plans and he seemed a little bit upset and I was like look I can change things around, I can come over, like how can I help, to which he then said no it's fine I'll talk to you later. I didn't hear from him. I tried calling, he went to sleep. In the morning I tried, didn't hear from him again till about midday where he was very upset over the phone. I was very cautious again of saying the wrong thing. Eventually I went over there and it just is kind of an emotional blacked out blur now because it was a lot of conversations around him not knowing what he wants and being very visibly upset. Telling me that he's in love with me but he can't commit. He's stressed about work, he's stressed about life, he doesn't know what he's supposed to do with life. He's now just thinking about the age difference, even after I told him months ago that was probably going to come back and bite us because he is 22 and I'm 27. We had over 6 hours of having a circular conversation round and round, pushing and pulling and coming back and forth around how much he loves me and wants a future with me but doesn't know if he can give me a future and all of that type of stuff. There was no yelling. It was just me sitting there as he went through the roller coaster in his head and said it out loud and asked me, what do you think, do I have bipolar, do you think I'm sick? I said look, there's 3 ways where we can go from here. We can either do the classic that I've experienced where we brush this episode that keeps getting worse every month under the rug and go back to normal until it happens again and pretend nothing ever happens. We can talk to someone like I talk to someone regularly and see where we're both at, or we can break up and he is very adamantly against breaking up. We didn't come to a conclusion. He was upset, I consoled him, he asked for space, so I left. A little while after I left I got a text message saying that he just wants the weekend to recuperate and rejuvenate or take some time to think about it because he doesn't want to lose me, and so I left it at that. And then I found out he is now at the house party that we were supposed to go to after telling me he needs time and space to rest. And how can you come back from that? You need to take 3 days to work out if you really want to be with me? If I have to convince you to stay, then do you really even want to be with me? So I don't know what the point of this post was other than what am I supposed to do, sit here for 3 days and wait till he calls? Is this a 90s rom-com lol? DLDR, my boyfriend says he loves me but doesn't know how to be with me.